on a man-made island in the center of Montreal in Canada. The Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is on the Ile de Notre Dame, and it is a driver's favorite. The stop-go flat 14-turn street circuit creates nightmares for brakes. Expect many people to be parked at the side of the road before this one's over. And as the sign welcomes you to Quebec, let's welcome you to the Sim Racing Hub season so far. Ezekiel Montero leads the championship after taking over from Argenis Riera at Monaco. He is 7 points clear. Corey Mackey, with his win at Monaco, moves all the way up into third place. And yes, there's a small battle for fourth. Fisher, Walcott, Harto, Carney, Acosta, and everybody else involved in the sim racing world. There's a tie in the top of the team's championship. Renault and McLaren with one hundo, who will start on P1 for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's advantage to the McLaren Honda team. Argenis Riera with another pole position. He's going to start ahead of Corey Mackey, who continues his mid-season form. The first of one. Bermudans in the field, Richard Walcott, always quick around this circuit, and Ezekiel Montero has to settle for fourth. And he doesn't even know what fourth means in the dictionary. Leandro Schwab always has some consistent pace and could be in line for a victory if things fall his way. And Glenn Thomas replacing Matt Harto for the second straight race, a good P6 start. Row 4, an all-Ferrari row. Richard Haney and Acosta. Will they be red in the face by the end of this one? Row 5 and just inside the top 10, Sean Higgins in the Mercedes, a staple on row 5, and Keita Bautista returning to the championship. Ricardo Sr. with one of his best qualifying positions of the year. He's going to start P11 alongside hometown hero, the Ghost, David Carney. Row 7 newcomer Alejandro Sanabria in the Red Bull alongside Edmundo Martinez, who's up and down all year long. And row 8, the oldest row ever constructed, Deuce Michaels alongside the Huntsman, Craig Hunter. Both the Americans will be looking to get back to form in Canada. We have 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're racing in Montreal. The very narrow street circuit is going to make it difficult to run side by side. Corey Mackey around the outside, he keeps it on the circuit, and he's going to be leading the Grand Prix. Corey Mackey takes the lead from Argenis Riera. A little bit of contact, but Mackey is going to lead. Behind these two we have Walcott, Montero, Thomas, and Schwab is in the wall. The wall of champions has already got Leandro Schwab. The Rocket, Glenn Thomas, up the inside of Ezekiel Montero for P4. What is going on at Renault? Keita Bautista up the inside of Richard Haney. P14, Schwab past Hunter, but Schwab's gone missing in the woods. The Huntsman knows the terrain and will hold on. Acosta, OTTO up the inside of Montero, who is going backwards, something we've not seen all year. Lap 13, battle for the lead. Riera goes past Corey Mackey, and Mackey's going to dive into the pits. Mackey will hold on to the lead of this race as Riera has now pitted, and he's going back through the field. On board with the Rocket, Glenn Thomas going around the outside of Davy Carney. Easily done, but he runs wide and just manages to keep it on the circuit. Walcott on Richard Haney for P5 around the outside of the hairpin. Back-to-back Toro Rossos here. Thomas up the inside of Montero. And Montero is really struggling here on the soft tyres. Montero's down to 7th. Lap 23 and the effective battle for the lead. Acosta and Mackey. Whoa, side by side through the chicane. Lap 27. The skies have opened and the rain is falling. On board with your leader, Otto Acosta, and he spins at the hairpin. He's in the wall. And now he's on the wrong part of the circuit. 2 laps later and it's too wet. Corey Mackey comes in for the intermediate tyres. Michaels is in. Walcott is in. Glenn Thomas is also in. One man who's not pitted yet is Keita Bautista in P2. Your new leader, Argenis Riera, pits, and he's going to go for the full wet tyre compound instead of the intermediates. On board at the hairpin, side by side, Deuce Michaels spins around. Most people have the wet tyres on already, but Glenn Thomas does not yet. Why does Thomas not have wets on yet? Acosta with a half spin. On board with his teammate, and Haney's not faring any better. He's in the gravel. David Carney going through the chicane, and he's facing the wall of champions. Carney's yet to win a title yet, but OTTO was a champion a few years ago. And there's a Renault in the wall. That's Martinez. Martinez has come in and put the dry tires on. That was ugly. Oh boy. Keita Bautista in the wall. And who can keep it on the circuit? That's the question now, and it won't be Higgins from P5. And the Rainmaster, Ezekiel Montero, has come alive. Mackey's spinning on the straight. And the Rainmaster Montero is into the wall. Montero then with another spin. But he lands facing the same way, and here comes Corey Mackey up the inside. Oh, and now Mackey's in the wall. Battle for P4. Higgins and Schwab. Schwab up the inside. Higgins is going to hit the grass and go into the pits. I don't know if he was supposed to pit. And with all this being said, the final lap for Argenis Riera and the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, and his brakes have failed, and he's in the wall. Oy vey, Argenis Riera with only one lap to go, but it looks like Ezekiel Montero's going to win somehow. How did he win? Who, what, why, when, where, and how? Those are the questions that I have to ask about this win by Ezekiel Montero. Wins, Corey Mackey steals second place, Riera holds on to third, Schwab fourth, Higgins fifth, 6 stops. Alejandro Sanabria on his debut in the rain gets a few points. Walcott, Haney, Michaels, and Martinez. Some of North America's most talented sim races made to look silly in the rain. And oh boy, did it turn things around. But that's teamwork right there. So with another dropped by Argenis Riera and McLaren Honda, Ezekiel Montero extends his lead in the championship. Corey Mackey continues his onslaught up towards the front. Walcott takes over the coveted 4th place from Fisher. Haney, Harto, Carney, OTT, no. And in the team's championship, Renault F1 break the tie. Scuderia Toro Rosso not able to put together a result from a strong qualifying, with millions of dollars worth of damage created after the rain in Montreal. We go on to Azerbaijan. Where is Azerbaijan? No, seriously, I don't even know where it is. Am I allowed to go to Azerbaijan? You can't be serious. We'll see you in Antarctica for the Azerbaijanian Grand Prix.